One of the first things I want to say about supplements is they're just that, supplements. They're no replacement for a good diet and exercise. They're not a magic pill or a quick fix. Now that doesn't mean that I'm anti-supplement. I do take some, and once we're over 50, we start to have some issues with being able to absorb certain nutrients, which means we require more of those nutrients in order to get what our body needs, or we have to take something to help us absorb them better. The first one I want to look at is creatine. It is found in red meats, seafood, and poultry. Those of you who want to reduce your meat intake should be especially interested. As we age, muscle mass and bone density start to degrade. Now, they did a meta-analysis on resistance training older adults between the ages of 57 and 70, with some of them supplementing with creatine and others taking a placebo. The studies varied between 7 and 26 weeks and included over 300 people. The results being a greater increase in muscle mass, strength, and functional performance with those taking creatine. This includes increased lower body muscle mass, which is particularly difficult for us older guys to build. Studies on the benefits of creatine in non-training older adults are a bit mixed, but overall there does seem to be some benefit to maintaining muscle and physical performance. This is a supplement I take, and the recommendation is to take a 5 gram or 1 teaspoonful serving every day. Another supplement I take is vitamin D. I was able to do some accurate testing through Let's Get Checked, and while even on my first test I was within the normal range, I wanted to see if I could increase my levels through supplementation. So I took between 8 and 10,000 IU a day for 5 months, then retested, and it did increase it by 44 nanomole per liter. Vitamin D helps to reduce the risk of osteoporosis and fractures by aiding the body in absorbing calcium. It has also been shown to reduce the risk of certain cancers like prostate cancer, and there's evidence to show it may help in boosting testosterone. If you are someone who doesn't spend much time outside, then a vitamin D supplement makes sense. The recommended daily dose is 600 IU, with daily intakes of up to 2,000 IU being considered safe. B12 is a vitamin that we have more trouble absorbing over 50, and is mainly found in meats, seafood, and eggs. So depending on your dietary choices, you simply may not be taking in enough. B12 is necessary for red blood cell production, DNA formation, nerve function, and metabolism, with deficiencies leading to anemia, nerve damage, and fatigue. As far as the recommended daily intake goes, it's 2.4 micrograms. But one study on older adults found that it took 500 micrograms to normalize B12 levels in 90% of the participants, and some needed as much as 1,000 micrograms. This is a supplement that can interfere with certain medications, so make sure you consult with your doctor, especially before going over the daily recommended dosage. And really, that applies to all supplements. About 50% of people in the US and Europe get less than the daily recommended amount of magnesium. Every single cell contains and needs magnesium. Some of the benefits of having optimal levels of magnesium can be increased exercise performance, and not just in athletes, but in older people too. It can help reduce high blood pressure, slow aging through its anti-inflammatory benefits, reduces insulin resistance in people with metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes. The daily recommended dose for men is 400 to 430 milligrams per day. Protein is a nutrient that we start to have trouble absorbing as we get older. And while we can still get enough from whole food sources, many struggle with this. For those, I recommend one of 2 types of protein powders. The first is a good whey protein isolate, which is 90 to 95% protein. The second one is pea protein, and like whey protein, it is high in branched-chain amino acids, which play a major role in promoting muscle growth and recovery after exercise, and it's great for those who are sensitive to dairy products. The amount of protein you require varies from person to person based on several factors. To find out how much protein you need over 50, watch this video next and keep working out while having fun. This is Lawrence from Fit and 50. We'll talk to you again in the next one.